The NBA playoffs are finally here, and while many people are focusing on the first-round matchups, there's a team in Los Angeles that's already thinking much further. It's not just about winning a series or surprising an opponent. It's about rewriting its own legacy. The Los Angeles Lakers are entering this postseason with a different vibe. Confidence, maturity, and above all, purpose. And who symbolizes this change? A player who recently arrived but has already become the epicenter of the franchise's hopes, Luka Doncic. In his first pre-playoff press conference in the purple and gold uniform, Luka didn't mince words. According to him, this team has more than talent. It has soul. The chemistry built behind the scenes, the tactical adjustments made by Coach Darvin Ham, and the collective maturity make the Lakers one of the quiet favorites in this title race. And that's not just optimism. It's a direct reflection of what we've seen on the court. LeBron James, at 41, is playing like he's 10 years younger. His averages are impressive, more than 25 points per game and almost 9 assists, being the brain and heart of the team. Luka, at 27 years old, brought the energy, creativity, and hunger of someone who knows he is facing the biggest opportunity of his career. With almost 30 points per game and a sharp vision of the game, he formed a rare connection with Austin Reaves, who is coming off his best season in the league. Reaves, at 26 years old, has established himself as a key player, aggressive, technical and cool in decisive moments. This trio is the backbone of a squad that combines youth and experience, energy and control, aggressiveness and intelligence. But the Lakers' secret is not just in these three names. Players like Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and the consistent Gabe Vincent have been responsible for keeping the rotation balanced and explosive. Hachimura, in fact, recently stated that this is the most complete group he has ever played with. According to him, confidence is in the air and no one is there just to participate. The mission is clear: to win the franchise's 18th title, and if the Boston Celtics took a step forward in terms of trophies, the Lakers now see this as the motivation. They needed to seek equality and reignite one of the greatest rivalries in American sports. Their opponent in the first round? The Minnesota Timberwolves, a young, aggressive team that has been surprising since the beginning of the season. But the Lakers arrive more mature, more rested, and with a well-defined rotation. The week of preparation was intense, and the training sessions showed that the team is ready to respond to the challenges with intensity from the first game. More than a series, it is a statement. The Lakers are not messing around. Every possession, every defensive adjustment, every play made is part of a bigger plan. And when Luka Doncic said loud and clear that he wants to spend the rest of his career in Los Angeles, it was not just a phrase to please the fans. It was a promise, a confirmation that he is committed not only to the jersey, but to the legacy. Doncic could have easily rejected the trade, lamented his departure from Dallas, or simply fulfilled his contract. But he chose the opposite: to get involved, to give it his all, and to lead. The impact was immediate. Since his arrival, the Lakers have looked like a different team. More intense, more collective, more threatening. And that's reflected in the locker room, too. Gabe Vincent, for example, was full of praise when talking about Luka and his integration with the team. He brought lightness, focus, and personality, Vincent said. But most of all, he brought fire. Now, with the playoffs just around the corner and the team healthy for the first time in a long time, the dream of a title seems more palpable than ever. Of course, it won't be easy. The West is more competitive than ever, and teams like the Nuggets, Clippers, and Suns promise to be very tough matches. But there's something different about this Lakers. A sense that this group isn't just looking for victories, but for history. And maybe, just maybe, we're about to see the beginning of a new golden era in Los Angeles. When we talk about a new era for the Los Angeles Lakers, we're not just talking about Luka Doncic's talent or LeBron James's surreal longevity. We're talking about a culture that's being reinvented, an environment that fosters collective excellence, and a roster that seems to have found its purpose at the most crucial moment of the season. This current Lakers team isn't the same one that was shaky at the beginning of the season or that was plagued by injuries in the last playoffs. This team is now lethal. They've learned to win in multiple ways, playing in transition, exploiting the paint, dominating on three-pointers, or simply using tactical intelligence to slow the pace and control the clock. Darvin Ham, often criticized for some questionable decisions throughout the season, seems to have found his balance. The rotations are leaner, the lineups are more efficient, and the communication between players and coaching staff is at an all-time high. The Lakers' back room exudes confidence, and it shows on the court. This evolution also has a lot to do with the team's physical recovery. Anthony Davis, for example, arrives at the playoffs with a healthy body and a strong mind. And healthy Davis completely changes the team's defensive dynamics. He's the kind of player who turns the paint into a no-go zone, contests shots, commands respect, and still contributes more than 20 points per game. His partnership with Luka and LeBron creates a versatile, unpredictable, and above all, dominant offensive triangle. But the Lakers' big difference in this campaign is not just in the technical part, it's in the mentality. Luka arrived hungry. LeBron never lost that hunger, and the rest of the team bought into that idea. They understand that each playoff game is a war, and they are willing to fight for every inch of the court. This was clear in the final games of the regular season, when the team, already qualified, maintained its intensity as if it were still fighting for a spot in the play-in. This winning mentality is what separates the champions from those who just participate. The fans' expectations are also at a boiling point. Crypto.com Arena should be a cauldron at every home game, with an atmosphere that excites players and intimidates opponents. Fans know they're in for something special. They feel that even with a new roster, the spirit of Showtime is back, not in the slick dunks, but in the unwavering confidence and the attitude of someone who knows what they're doing. And as any true purple and gold fan will tell you, once the Lakers get going in the playoffs, there's no stopping them. If this team continues to play with the same consistency and focus they've shown over the past 20 games, no one in the West will want to face them in a 7-game series. Luka Doncic may be just starting out in Los Angeles, but he's already understood that wearing this jersey is a privilege that demands total dedication. And he's doing just that, putting his team on his back, being decisive in the big moments, and inspiring others to do the same. But now it's up to you, purple and gold fan. What do you expect from this Lakers in the playoffs? Do you believe that this duo between Luka and LeBron can really lead the team to its 18th title in history? Comment below which player you think will be the surprise factor in this campaign, and if you think the Lakers are already favorites or still need to prove more. And if you've made it this far, you already know. Subscribe to the channel now, activate the bell, and leave that naughty like, because there's a lot more crazy content coming! Here we'll follow every game, every decisive play, every behind-the-scenes detail that the media doesn't show. This is your channel, your space as a Lakers fan, so stick with us because this journey promises to be historic. And remember, as long as LeBron is on the court and Luka has the ball in his hands, the dream is more alive than ever. Let's go together towards glory.